Hey ho, my name is Joe. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 10 of my reading reset. Hello there. If you are new here, my name is Joe and I am Frightened Read Like a Girl, where I do things bookish and polycystic ovarian syndrome related. If you are returning, thank you. I'm so happy you are here. I'm so happy you clicked on this video. Join this cute little community of mine if you haven't already. That was a really bad intro. Anyway, we're moving on. So today I'm actually doing a books I want to reread at some point. And I'm going to say at some point. So if you are new here, I am doing a reading reset where I go through all the books that I read in the previous year. I usually do this for the first 12 days of January. I used to do this in journal form, but now I do it in video form. That way so I can go back and I have something to reference to. Blah, that fun stuff. So today we're going to be going through all the books that I want to reread eventually. And I had a lot of good books last year. So I'm going to be looking away from you because I'm going to be looking at my computer here. I read a lot of good books last year. And I mean a lot, okay? So for me to narrow down these 5 was really, really hard. I definitely did not want to have repeats of books. But I think with this list that might end up happening. I haven't really gone through my list, but I did want to do it with you. So let's see. According to Goodreads, I'm already 2 books ahead of schedule, which is pretty dang good. That's for 2024. Anyway, that's what we're talking about. ADHD brain. I'm getting distracted. So if I really, really think about my reading year, what stands out the most? What is the book that I find myself thinking about that I know I want to reread? Let's see. Oh, that was the first one. Did I put it away already? I did not. So I guess the first one would be The Difference Is Your Strength by Christopher Harrow. I received this on an art copy, so I started going back through it and annotating my way back through, and this is definitely one of those, I think I'll even pass on to somebody. Like, I do want to get myself a finished copy of this, and this is definitely one of those where I probably will find myself going back and referencing a few things in here, and definitely just reread it overall. Like, even the praise on the back here, I wish I read this book years ago. So I definitely think this will be one of those where I'm going to go back and revisit this, I can't say world, I mean, revisit this nonfiction. And that's saying a lot. I usually don't have a lot of nonfiction on this list, but that is saying a lot for me. What was another book that impacted me this last year? Well, it's not really impacted me. It's like book I want to like revisit. Alright, I would definitely have to say the next one that I would do is The Secret Journal by Otto Schaefer. This is the first book in the Luck of God series. I feel like I have talked about this series to freaking death, but within good reason. This book was so good. I find myself thinking about this book a lot, and I find that the second book hasn't really piqued my interest just because I feel like I haven't really been in the mood for it. But if I were to reread any book right now, it'd probably be this one. This was just so good. Still has that newness sound to it. This was really, really good. The history in it was just so accurate and I gotta stop talking about that one. So that's number 2. Number 3, let me see. Let me go get the book because I annotated the hell out of it. Okay. So, I don't know why it took me so long to read this book, but I was so happy I finally got through it. And look at that. Look at all those tabs. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I cannot wait to reread this. This book was amazing. And I don't remember what my blue tabs were. The blue tabs were anytime had some history to it. Oh my gosh, this book was so good. I would definitely say that this book would probably be added to if I could reread it again for the first time. This book was just so amazing. I definitely think this will probably end up in a recommendation video at some point. I'm here for it. Alright. How many have I talked about? Was that 4? 1, 2, 3. That was 3. Okay. Yeah, that was 3. So I actually have a second nonfiction on this list this year, for this last year, which is surprising. I did read a lot of nonfiction last year, but for 2 of them to show up on this list is saying a lot. And the second one I have is The In-Between by Hallie Veos RN. Valos. Halos? I have been saying that wrong. I can't remember how it's said. But this has such impact on me. I've honestly considered going back to school, becoming a hospice nurse, because this impacted me so much. And I definitely want to reread this. That way so I can annotate it. I was just so enthralled in it, I didn't annotate. But this book was beautiful. Written by a beautiful lady. But yeah, I absolutely loved this. I don't really have much to say about this, because if you are all considering any type of medical field, you should just pick up this book. I can't say enough about this book. I have a feeling that I would probably recommend this book until I die. It's one of those. So last but not least, which I annotated the heck out of this, is The Silent Patient by Alex Mandelas. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting the twist in this, and I definitely want to reread this just to see if there was anything that I might have missed. Because, oh, I can't hold on to it. If there's anything at all I might have missed the first time I read this through. I just, this blew me away. I definitely, I feel like this is one of those that if you're trying to uncover the mystery, right? So I want to go back and read this and see if there's anything I've missed for the ending. So if you haven't read this, I do recommend it to you. I definitely will have a separate video for some of my recommendations to you, which I gotta do that soon. But anyway, I could probably talk all day about this book, and just tell you how much I loved it. But yeah. All right. So if you made it this far in this video, thank you. I feel like, this video was just talking about some of my favorite books again, but these are definitely the books that I want to reread. So if you made it this far, thank you. Just thank you. I definitely feel like this was a lot of rambling, and I'm hopefully not going to lose power today so I can get this uploaded, because that's what I need to do right now. This is day 10. I need to get this uploaded. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow is day 11, and we're going to be talking about some of my favorite authors that I discovered last year. So you don't want to miss that. I've got quite a few indie authors and a couple traditionally published authors on that video, and I am really looking forward to actually recording that video, and I might actually do that today, but we will see what happens. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow.